But don't we need those? But don't we need those for swimming?
Oh, no. Definitely not.
I need a life vest to swim.
You don't need a life vest to swim.
Yes, I do.
No. Lots of people swim without life vests.
But I'm not lots of people, though.
Well, Theodore, I put it to you, you're setting your sights too low. For too long, and you let society tell you what you can and cannot be. Why shouldn't you be lots of people?
Well, I can think of a few reasons.
But I see your point. Sometimes a person needs a shovel to dig a hole. And I suppose that sometimes a person needs a life vest to swim. So, now that all life vests are gone, do you know what we're going to do?
Not swim?
Not swim! Precisely! There. Now are all your worries gone?
Not quite all of them. I'm a little worried that people, me, you, and the others, I'm a little worried that we might actually want to swim. I feel very strongly that it's something we might want to do in the future.
Theodore, let me present to you a hypothetical situation.
Okay.
Suppose, hypothetically, there was a ship. An ocean liner perhaps filled with cargo and strange boxes. And suppose that ship sprung a leak.
That's not hypothetical at all.
And suppose that I swam back to that sinking ship and single-handedly rescued a family of orphans.
That was a box of biscuits?
The point is, Theodore, that's all over and done with. The ship is gone, the cargo is gone, the biscuits are gone, and now the life vests are gone. The point of a life vest, of course, is to get one from a sinking ship to a desert island, just like in the comics. Now that we're here, we have no further need of them.
The comics?
The life vest.
Oh, it's a desert island!
Yes!
Shouldn't we be thinking of ways to escape?
Escape? We've only just arrived, and you want to leave this beautiful place? Just imagine the rich lives we shall lead in this exotic, untamed land. Look at this sand.
Okay.
Look at those trees.
Well, I suppose they...
Look at this tropical coconut.
I'm not actually sure of that.
Look at those savage natives coming to kidnap us.
The what now?
Oh, excellent. More of us.
Hello.
Hello. Greetings.
Greetings, native people. Allow me to make introductions. My name is Gertrude, and this is my friend, Theodore.
It's very nice to meet you. However, we're not natives.
You're not natives?
We came from that big ocean liner that sank about half an hour ago. That way, past the beach.
My goodness, you came from a shipwreck? You will hardly be able to believe this, but that is the exact situation that my friend and I have just come from. In nearly the same place. And at precisely the same time.
Gertrude?
In fact, we have just missed each other. In fact, it is even possible that two ships collided with each other.
Gertrude, it was the same ship.
What?
They came from the same ship we did. In fact, I think I saw them on the deck before we sank. Wait. Your name's Turgay, isn't it?
Turkey. Yes, that's right.
I remember your outfit.
Oh, yes. We usually do. This is Tallulah. And these are Emma and Jim Griffin.
I know.
I think I saw you, too. Wasn't that you jumping from the aft deck with a life vest in one hand and a box of biscuits in the other?
Oh, I'm sure that was someone else.
Now tell us, have you two found anything useful? We started a fire over there, for warmth, and for cooking, and for signaling nearby ships. Of course, it's very hot here, and the only food we've got is bananas, so I suppose it's really just a signal fire. Anyway, we barely saved anything, just what we had in our pockets at the time. The only extra thing we managed to take with us from the ship were our life vests.
Oh, where are they?
Back by our fire. I see you've lost yours. Would you like to borrow some of ours?
Something like that.
I'm not actually sure that's...
What precisely do you have there? What is that piece of paper?
What? Oh, this? It's a list of all the passengers. I found it washed up on shore.
Oh, good, good. We can use that to make sure no one's left behind. Apart from the captain, I mean.
The captain? What happened to the captain?
He was a man who took his position quite seriously. He absolutely refused to leave the wheel. I'm sure he's drowned now.
Oh.
Drowned? How on earth did that happen?
Well, he went down with the ship, didn't he?
The ship? What ship?
The ship that sank.
Gertrude, the ship we all came from?
Oh, right, of course. Sorry, I forgot. Oh, look at this. My friends, congratulations are in order. This campfire you've constructed is absolutely superfluous.
Superlative.
Superlative, yes. Superlative.
It is rather nice.
Well, thank you. It took a number of tries to get it started, but it went much better after we all learned an important lesson. Don't let Turgay try to start a fire.
I've never been very good at it.
Now, I believe there was something said about life vests.
Oh yes, they're over there.
Excellent.
That might not be the... I don't know,
I'm sure she's fine.
that's more or less what I'm worried about.
Well, you'll be more comfortable worrying sitting down than worrying standing up. We might be there for a while, so we might as well make ourselves comfortable.
There's something we can all agree with. Swimming ashore from that sinking ship was a decidedly uncomfortable exercise.
Have any of you had any ideas about how we're going to escape this island?
I think we should wait it out. They'll send another ship to find out what became of ours. There's only one small problem. It could be days or even weeks before that rescue ship is sent. Surely, no one even knows that our ship is sunk yet. They'll have to wait till they get angry letters from our destination, asking where all those crates and passengers are. And even then, they'll probably just assume that our ship is late, or got lost, or decided to abscond with all of the valuables.
Abscond?
Yes, abscond. Run off with, steal, illegally.
Ah.
But what about all of us? They'll have to wonder what happened to us.
Well, I mean, it's possible to abscond with people.
I believe kidnapping is the word you're trying to think of.
What if they think it was a political move? What if they realize none of us reached our destination and they'll think one of us was kidnapped for political reasons? Or a ransom?
If that's what they think, I don't think they'll think it's because of me. I'm afraid I wouldn't be seen as very valuable.
I mean, if we're comparing our sort of values for ransom, I'd have to throw in with Turgay here. I wouldn't be worth much ransom either.
Nor would I. Oh! Probably not me either.
Any other ideas about how to escape?
Oh, I know. We can fly.
We could?
Of course. Or, wait, no, never mind.
Okay.
Maybe we can build a raft?
I haven't seen any driftwood. We'd have to find a way of cutting down those trees.
Speaking of trees, maybe one of us should climb one of them. We never know what we might find until we go up there and have a look.
Climbing's not really my thing.
Well, I didn't mean me. I'm not suited to climbing. How about you, Theodore?
Well, those trees, they seem awfully high, don't they? I mean, if I were to fall...
Oh, never mind. I can see that suggestion is going nowhere.
But before we try and escape, shouldn't we make sure everyone's okay?
Yeah,
I mean, other than the captain, of course.
obviously.
Is everyone here okay? Everyone okay?
Yeah.
What about that Gertrude? She seemed like she might have hit her head.
I think she's always like that.
Are we missing anyone?
Well, okay, let me check. Okay. 3 crates of jelly cranberries. 2 crates of Goodyear tires. 5 crates of bananas. Alright. Then we've got 3 crates of leather handbags. And, alright, a crate of gourmet kangaroo food.
Pardon me for saying so, but I believe what you're reading is the cargo manifest.
Oh! So it is! Silly me. Okay, here we go. Alright, there's Gertrude, and then there's me, Jim Grimm, Emma, Turgay, and then there's Princess Tallulah. Princess Tallulah? Princess Tallulah?
Princess? I didn't know you were a princess.
Well, I hope it doesn't tarnish your opinion of me.
No, it just... Wow. Princess Tallulah? Really?
Yes, really. That must be terrible, like, how high. Somehow it's less so after all these years.
Are you a queen then? I mean, not now, obviously, but are you going to be a queen?
That's not very likely. I have a few older sisters.
Heir the parent, as it were.
Yes. But it must be exciting, right? Don't you get to have political intrigue and servants and things? And aren't there always fancy balls with hours of dance? Well, I did always enjoy the dancing. But after some things happened, Father never really let us. What happened? Oh, just things. There was a magical kingdom and some trees made out of gold, and it's really not that interesting.
That actually sounds like it might be a little interesting.
Yeah.
We might be here for a while. Why don't you just tell us about it?
Are you sure?
Definitely.
Yes. Well, all right. When I was a young girl, my sister married a traveling knight. He won her hand because we did not see him while we were dancing. You see, our father was angry about our shoes.
I cannot behead another cobbler. I have a limit.
Father, we just need new slippers.
As you need for quite some time, for every morning. Now,
He made a proclamation to the kingdom that whosoever could discover where
where
we
they
danced
dance
that
that night should choose one as for his wife, and be king after our death. But as whosoever comes forward and does not discover from 3 days and nights shall have forfeited their life.
That seems a bit harsh. Your Highness,
said the first suitor, I have traveled from my father's kingdom to approach your challenge.
Most excellent.
I wasn't actually there for this conversation. I don't know what they really said. All I know is that he couldn't figure it out, nor could the next dozen or so. Finally, a knight who was passing through came to try the challenge.
The princess is asleep in the next room. If you can discover it within 3 nights and 3 days, where they dance at night, you'll have a reward.
Oh, is it in the ballroom?
No, I checked.
how far have you traveled?
I don't know, but I left at dawn. 3 weeks ago.
You must be very tired.
Of course, yeah.
Drink, please, for your health.
Much better than pig water.
You are tired, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, clean this up. whole thing and went to sleep like that?
You really did. Doesn't that seem a little suspicious to you?
Oh, Tallulah, you're always making stuff up. I'm sure it's nothing. Ivy, help me with this. Yes, Your Highness.
I do not like these shoes.
If you had to make 3 royal pairs every day, I'm sure you'd make them thin too.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
I don't know.
Hurry up.
There it is again.
You're wasting time.
You don't hear anything?
Tallulah!
Fine. Wait, where's mine?
They're busy, magical princes. They can't dance with you all the time.
Play for us.
Like I said, they're busy, magical princes.
They probably had other princely duties tonight, like writing decrees, memorizing genealogies.
Following princesses!
Don't be silly. I've never heard of... Oh. He's awake. I see
I don't wear a watch, so I don't know how long it's been.
How much did you see?
Not that there's anything to see.
But did you?
Well, I may, or may not, have seen absolutely everything.
He said he may not have. That's good, isn't it?
Excellent, excellent.
Good timing. I believe this will explain everything.
No, actually, it explains nothing whatsoever.
Yeah. And if you go,
So this is the only way to go where to be going? Excellent! Now, with my daughters, will you be married?
No!
Well,
It was in the decree. That one. Oh.
How romantic!
And so, my sister married the old knight, and they've been living happily ever after for almost a year now.
Wow.
That was an amazing story.
It really was.
Well, thank you. It's been so long since I've mentioned it to anyone that I forget that it's unusual.
You must have danced really hard to go through a pair of shoes every single night.
Well, probably not as hard as you think. They really weren't very good shoes. Of course, Father used to get some very nice ones. But after we destroyed a few pairs each, he started getting us just these thin little slippers. Also, I sometimes think he purposely got us uncomfortable shoes to see if that would get us to stop.
I guess that didn't work.
Somehow, never did. Just too much fun, going out every night, walking through those strange forests.
what? How do three princesses start going about doing that every night? Or at all? How do three princesses start going to magical kingdoms, dancing and stuff?
Where were you?
To tell you the truth, I can't really remember anymore how it started. Well, I was pretty young at the beginning. I think my eldest sister found the trap door while she was looking for someplace to hide a little treasure. I'm sure you know how young girls just love to keep little tokens. Diaries and bracelets and things. Even when you're a princess, you can have anything you want. Somehow, there's still these little things that mean so much to you. Anyways, I think she was the first to go down, and we all followed her. And the rest just sort of happened. I don't know. It became such a routine for us that it became hard to remember the first times.
And you never went back? After the old night, with your father knowing it all?
Well, we didn't have much of a choice.
Of course, we're all very excited.
Of course, we were all very excited for our eldest sister's wedding to the old knight. But after that was all done, the rest of us tried to come back to our old room and found that it was all bricked up. Apparently, Father sent some knights in to investigate the magical kingdom. When he came back, he nailed the trapdoor shut and then blocked off the whole room.
He didn't like having a passage to a magical kingdom?
I think he figured it must have a strange influence. He was probably right. I know I wasn't the only one of my sisters who was looking forward to marrying one of those strange, handsome princes.
You know, this makes me think just about this place, or any place really. But if a girl's bedroom in a castle somewhere can just have a trap door that leads to another castle where they dance all night, what might a desert island like this have?
Like a trapdoor that leads to another desert island?
When you put it that way, it be especially useful to have a trapdoor that leads to another island? Because then you just have to find a way of escaping that one. I guess it wouldn't be especially useful. I don't know. I was just trying to see if there was anything in that story that could help us get out of here. Don't get me wrong. This is very pleasant. It's just, I'm a little worried that we might, well, starve to death.
No, we won't.
Or something.
No, we quite understand. It's a perfectly natural fear. Of course, we have found a lot of bananas so far, but I don't think you can survive indefinitely on bananas. Seems like you developed some pretty serious deficiencies.
Well, also, I kind of feel like, eventually you might just become a banana. That's all you need. Wow. Wouldn't that be awful?
Greetings, friends. Any progress?
Well, we're still on this island, so no, not really.
Tallulah's the princess, though.
Oh, well, that's perfectly understandable. What?
I said Tallulah the princess. She just told us.
Oh, my Royal Highness, I beg pardon for any insult that I have given you. If I
Gertrude!
know we have one of your noble blood.
Gertrude!
Yes?
Stop that.
But Your
I
Highness.
command you to stop that. Just stop and stand up and call me Tallulah.
Oh. Okay.
Like I said, we haven't made much progress. I was just telling everyone a story to pass the time. But what about you?
Well,
Did you get what you needed?
well, Your Highness.
Tallulah.
Tallulah. Well, I have good news and bad news.
Oh, what's the good news?
The good news is I found a flare gun.
Yes! Oh, what's the bad news?
Well, the bad news is flare gun was strapped to one of the life vests, so it's gone now.
I'm sorry?
I am too, Emma, but there really was nothing I could do.
Couldn't you, have removed the flare gun before throwing all the life vests into the water?
Hold on. Back up a bit. Why did you need to throw the life vests into the water in the first place?
My queen, it's all
Princess.
my princess. It all
And don't call me princess.
It all has to do with comic books and the wisdom they hold. But even that is not the most important thing to keep in mind. The most important thing is this. Do we have any way of defending against wild dingo attacks?
I don't know. Should we? Have you seen any wild dingoes?
Yes and no. Yes, in that I have seen them, and no, in that it wasn't them. It was just one dingo.
But it was definitely wild.
Oh, possibly savage, just wild, ferocious. Well, it didn't have a collar, so I'm assuming.
Oh dear.
I think the time has come for us to seriously consider building some sort of defense mechanism. For instance, something involving catapults. Catapults are good. Friends, comrades, the time may be fast approaching when the only thing standing between us and a horrible death is how well we can aim a catapult filled with deadly coconuts.
We'll definitely keep that in mind.
In the meantime, have you given any more thought to the idea of, well, escaping this island?
A little, and it is my opinion, brace yourselves now, that it is impossible.
I knew it!
Let me explain. When this many people land on a desert island, there are really only two options open to them. Option one, we start constructing living quarters and complex machinery out of seaweed, ropes, and bamboo shoots, and use it to build a whole new be found by passing airplane.
Well, I certainly don't want to fight anybody.
My thoughts exactly. So, you can see how we really only have one option. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go search for some bamboo shoots. Before I do, though, I have one question. Has anyone seen any panda bears around here recently?
No.
What about earlier? Maybe yesterday or day before?
We've only been here about an hour.
That's... All right, that's an excellent point. No panda bears, though? Anyone? No one? Okay. I'm going to go looking. Just, if you see any panda bears, do be sure to let me know. All right?
Sure. Sure.
All right, excellent. Don't worry, I'll be back soon.
You know, and you can absolutely stop me if you think I'm out of line, but I think we might be sending the wrong person off on errands.
The problem is, we're not really sending her off at all. She pretty much finds these things to do on her own. I was rooming next to her on the ship, and whenever I saw her, she was always doing something different. And whenever I asked her about it, she always said she was looking for turtles or polishing helmets or something. And she always seemed so serious that I just assumed she was sort of the ship's errand runner.
And she's not?
Now I'm not so sure. She pretty much seems to keep her own agenda. I'm not sure if she had an official job on the ship at all.
May I see that passenger list, please?
Here.
There she is. This list doesn't say anything about jobs, though. It's just names. Hold on. I thought this list had everybody.
It does. I mean, I think it does. Is someone missing?
Yeah, you are. Your name's not on this list.
Sure it is. Theodore is my middle name.
Oh, okay.
Theodore's not your given name?
No. Not as such. No.
What's your name then?
Humpty T. Dumpty.
Humpty Theodore Dumpty nowadays I generally prefer. Humpty Dumpty!
The name does sound familiar. I can't quite place it though. Are you a famous author or painter?
No, I don't think so.
I read something about you in the newspaper. It was a number of years ago, but I thought they said you were,
It's not too surprising that you heard something. I mean, the event did make a number of local newspapers, and I mean, people, so some people sometimes talk about it, but over time, but the newspapers, the media, as it were, they reported something very different from what actually, what happened was certainly very dramatic, especially for me. But over time, it has been sensationalized to the point of absurdity. I think that the story that most people heard was wrong, and I doubt if there's any way to get the real story now, except for me to tell it to myself.
Oh, will you?
Will I what?
Tell us the real story. It sounds amazing.
Yeah. Yes.
Do we have time though? If Gertrude?
Oh, I'm sure she'll be ages. Who knows how long it takes to polish dingoes or whatever. Why don't you tell us the real story?
Well, all right. Okay, well, as I said, this was a couple of years ago. Really? How so?
I think you're being short-sighted.
I don't even wear glasses.
No, no, no. You're not thinking of the long-term implications of your choices.
Well, you're only thinking in the long term.
Ah, you're worse than Dad.
You're only saying that because he agrees with me.
I'm not. You're ignoring so many aspects of the problem.
Such as?
Such as how it would affect the annual budget, how many nations' governments would be affected, not to mention the ethical dilemma.
I made up my mind and I'm going to stick with it.
You just want to see a horse in a space helmet.
Exactly! That's my entire argument! Go! Get the king's horses!
King's men?
And their horses! I remember a time when a man could sit on a wall in peace, not in pieces. When bricks were not a harbinger of pain, and gravity brought people together, not broke them apart. I remember a time when a sister would hurry up! And I wouldn't have to wait like this. Oh, life, so cruel, so unjust. What did I do to deserve this? Don't answer that. Well, I suppose my time has come. How could I have known it was going to end this way? I will never trust the wall again.
Nancy Harper, Bugle Daily News, Gazette Press, Herald Post here, sir. I'd like to ask you some questions.
No!
Where does this book go?
Could you state your full name and occupation, please?
I think there are 3 ears here.
Go away!
Which branch of government caused this travesty?
One of these is definitely a shoulder.
This is decidedly unhelpful.
Even if we can't find proper care, will you ever feel whole again?
Wait, this is my hand.
Horses!
Fascinating! Could you elaborate, sir?
Ah, no! Do that again! It's terrible!
Victim looks between 2 days and 63 years old. Pieces everywhere. Very gruesome, very confusing. Surviving family seems quite distressed. How will this end? Were you healed by the power of friendship? No, no, a greater power. Something!
And we will now take a brief 15-minute intermission. There are snacks and both the food and beverage variety right over there. There's a bathroom back in that corner there if you need to use the restroom. And let's give the actors a round of applause.